Okay, so I have a question for you all. Do you feel like right now is one of the best times to start to become a loan signing agent? Now, recently, of course, we know the housing market's been absolutely terrible. Like interest rates skyrocketed, so home buying slowed, refinancing slowed, and loan signings followed suit. But recently, it was mid-September that the Federal Reserve cut rates by half a percentage point, and there's a lot of speculation that they're going to continue to cut rates by the end of the year. Of course, that's going to be dependent on what's going on with the economic data. But if that does happen, then I feel like there's going to be an influx of people looking to refinance. I think it's something like nearly 3 million people, home buyers, have an interest rate above like 6.75%. And a lot of people have said that if it drops to 6%, then they're going to look to refinance. And of course, if they're looking to refinance, there's going to need to be loan signing agents to be able to handle those transactions. So, with that being said, I feel like there's a unique opportunity for you to be able to prepare to be able to handle those transactions when they come in. So, whether you are a current notary who's not a loan signing agent or a loan signing agent that just hasn't done it in a while because it's been slower, this may be a great time to start to refresh on all the information you need to be an effective loan signing agent and start to market yourself to different loan signing companies, escrow, title companies, in order to make sure that when that influx of work does come in, you're ready to take it. Because I feel like it's not even going to be just like refinancing that's driving the market. I also think that if rates continue to drop, then we're going to see more people buying homes as well. I do think that most people are waiting until it hits like 5%, right? Because a lot of people have rates around that. But when and if it does, then I do think that there's going to be a decent amount of business to come along. Like I'm also in the same boat. Like we bought our house last summer, so I cannot wait for rates to come down because I will 100% refinance. So I can just speak from personal experience that I know that there's a lot of people waiting for this to come. And so I know that the business is going to be there. But I think it comes down to like, okay, so what does that look like to be prepared, right? I feel like a lot of companies are going to start to look to rebuild their notary list to make sure that they have the people that are available and trained when that influx of business does come in. And I think it looks different from everybody. Now, if you're brand new to the notary space or you've just never been a loan signing agent, all a loan signing agent is a notary public that has been trained to handle loan documents. That is it. Now, technically, you don't even need a certification to be a loan signing agent. It's not like a legal requirement, but a lot of companies prefer it. And most people go through like the National Notary Association to get certified. But that's not the only way you can do it. That's just the way that I've done it in the past. And so what you do is you take a test, it's open book, and you also have to pass a background check. And that's kind of it. And then you are certified. But I also suggest like doing mock signings, taking courses. I thought the NNA had a great course. Now, technically, you don't have to take the course in order to take the quiz. It's open book anyway. But I do find that that was a really good course to take. And there's also a number of other loan signing courses that I'm happy to link in the description if that's something that you're looking to do. Now, as a loan signing agent, that is another expense, right? And we already know that being a notary is expensive. So it's absolutely something that you should only consider doing if you really want to do it. But what I will say is if you're in a state that allows you to be remote, remote loan signings are a thing. And they are a common thing that you can do. So you don't have to do them in person if you don't want to. When I first started out as remote online notary, I feel like no company really did remote online notarizations, but that's changed a lot. So if you are thinking about becoming a loan signing agent, but you don't want to buy a printer, you don't want to have to print stuff, you don't want to have to drop stuff off at like FedEx, you can consider doing it remotely as well. There's no additional certification that you need to have outside of what you would naturally get as a loan signing agent, but it's a great thing to consider. So I would just say that if you've ever been looking to be a loan signing agent, but you've held off because the market is a little bit slower, this may be a great time to just consider getting back into it because I do think we're going to see an influx of that work. Now, if you're looking for resources on how to become a loan signing agent, maybe companies you should sign up for, just some general things that you should know, take a look in the description. I'll try to put as many resources as I can so that way if you're looking to get started, it can be as smooth as possible. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like this is a good time to be a loan signing agent, or do you still feel like for the rest of the year it's going to be fairly slow? I'm very curious of what you're thinking. Anyways, thank you as always for watching my video. I'll catch you next one.